Now, two makes of cars are catching the eyes of thieves lately. How you protect yours if you have one of them. Plus, Wisconsin lawmakers take a total of 37 seconds today to discuss Wisconsin's abortion law in a special session called by the governor. And it's getting more painful at the pump. What a federal gas tax holiday would do to your wallet if lawmakers can agree. That's all coming up at 10. If you own a certain make of car, you may feel helpless seeing the news in and around Madison lately. Kias and Hyundais easily stolen, oftentimes crashed, but all hope is not lost. Armand Rahman talked to a local auto service center to see some measures you can take to protect your vehicle. Armand?
Charlotte, if a thief gets in, getting out with your car can actually be rather simple, which is why car shops want you to know what security options are out there. Kia models newer than 2011 and Hyundai models newer than 2015 have a target on their backs, according to Madison police.
It's an ongoing trend right now with some of our vehicle manufacturers where you can steal a car without having the actual key.
How do they do it?
Depends on how good the thief is.
Paul Knockreiner with AMS in Madison sells and installs remote starts and other auto security systems. He says Korean cars sold in the U.S. have keys without a transponder chip.
Form of anti-theft that's done through an antenna that reads a chip embedded in the head of the key. It's not present in the cars that are sold here.
Without that transponder, one could fool the car into thinking your key's in.
Yeah, if they get past the tumblers, they can turn the switch to start the car. In theory, that's exactly what they could do.
Knockreiner says third-party remotes are one way to boost security.
The aftermarket security system we install, once triggered, can immediately interrupt the ignition circuit. So if you smash out the tumblers and turn that switch, nothing's going to happen.
Along with more sensitive alarms and dash cams, smartphone software can allow you to turn your car on or off or lock it from afar.
Someone sets off the alarm because it's cellular-based and it's two-way communication. Your cell phone can give you notification that the vehicle's been tampered with.
Knockreiner says security needs to be up to date. Thieves are finding new ways to use signal boosters and other tech.
When you think you have more advanced security than you ever did, there are things that are happening.
Now, the Madison Police Department is planning on updating the public on the rash of car thefts and how they plan to stop them in a press conference tentatively planned for tomorrow.
A newly filed criminal complaint shows a Madison teenager with a history of burglary tried to shoot someone during an attempted car theft earlier this year. The complaint was filed against 16-year-old Kwame Kelly yesterday. It says back in January he broke into a man's home on Crawling Stone Road on the city's west side and tried to steal his car, which was parked in the attached garage. During a struggle, Kelly reportedly fired a gun twice in an attempt to shoot the victim before running away. Kelly is facing multiple felonies, including attempted first-degree homicide. He is being charged as an adult. To weather now, we're looking at a nice stretch ahead. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
It'll be warm, but the humidity levels will be down, and that's why it'll actually feel pretty nice. Let's start out by taking a look at the time-lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam here in Madison. You can see some hazy sunshine this morning and then sunny skies pretty much for the entire day, other than a few fair weather cumulus clouds, and you can see how skies cleared out towards sunset. Doppler track right now, dry as a bone across the upper Midwest. High temperatures, middle 80s here in Madison. A little warmer to the west and south. Janesville is at 88. 88 also in Boswell and Milwaukee and La Crosse at 87. But right now, temperatures are right around 70, give or take a couple of degrees either way. Madison right at the 70-degree mark. And dew point temperatures are in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Very comfortable outside. So look for an overnight low temperature of about 58 with mostly clear skies overnight. And then tomorrow's high up to 89. A little warmer than today. Again, humidity levels staying down, so it'll still feel pretty comfortable. Be around 90 on Friday, but then see some thunderstorm chances Friday night and Saturday. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. And an update from the National Weather Service tonight, now confirming at least 11 tornadoes during last Wednesday's storms. The NWS confirmed that 2 EF2 tornadoes impacted the state. One of them formed south of Toma. The other touched down in Marinette County near Silver Cliff. The other 9 confirmed tornadoes were all EF1s. And new tonight, as storms were rolling through Southern California this morning, authorities believe a woman and her 2 dogs were hit and killed by a lightning strike while out for a walk. sidewalk. This happened in Pico Rivera, and authorities are still investigating the death. She has not yet been identified. Next at 10, the Uvalde, Texas School District has placed its chief of police on leave. The school board's superintendent says he made the decision to suspend Chief Pedro Arredondo based on the investigation into the police response to last month's mass shooting. 19 students and 2 teachers were killed in that attack. Officials have not finished investigating what took place that day. Responding police quickly came under fire from the public for waiting too long to enter the classroom where the gunman was barricaded with students and teachers. For the first time in nearly 3 decades, Congress could be closer to passing new gun reform legislation named the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he hopes the Senate can pass it by the end of the week. Skylar Henry has more from Capitol Hill.
14 Republican senators joined the Democrats Tuesday to overcome the first procedural vote on new gun control legislation.
This week, we are on track to pass something many believed was impossible a few weeks ago, a meaningful, strong, bipartisan gun safety bill.
The bipartisan deal expands background checks for people under 21, giving up to 10 business days to review juvenile and mental health records, provides money for states to enact red flag laws, which allow courts to seize guns from people deemed dangerous, and closes the so-called boyfriend loophole, preventing partners convicted of domestic abuse that live outside a victim's home from buying a gun. It also invests hundreds of millions of dollars in mental health and school safety resources.
I think it's a significant step in the right direction to deal with the 2 issues that I think it focuses on: school safety and mental health.
The bill still has some hurdles to clear before a final vote in the Senate. Negotiators on both sides are seeing some pushback on the deal.
There are some folks who really insist, demand broader, stronger gun safety measures. That's just not politically feasible in the current Senate.
GOP Texas Senator John Cornyn was called out by his fellow state Republicans and former President Trump for his involvement in the negotiations.
If I listened to all of the critics, I wouldn't get much done.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll put the bill on the floor for a vote after it passes in the Senate. At least one House Republican, Congressman Tony Gonzalez of Texas, has tweeted he looks forward to voting yes on the measure. Gonzalez represents Uvalde, Texas, where 19 children and 2 teachers were gunned down at an elementary school nearly 1 month ago. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The NRA has come out against the legislation, and its leaders are pushing lawmakers to vote against it. The Justice Department has subpoenaed Georgia Republican Party Chairman David Schaefer in its probe into former President Trump's fake elector scheme. After the 2020 election, Trump's allies sent fake slates of electors to the National Archives, declaring Trump won 7 states he actually lost. Tonight's subpoena is a significant step as the investigation expands. And that was it. A total of 14 seconds. Republican lawmakers in the Senate today gavelled in and out of a special session called by Governor Evers to discuss the state's 1849 anti-abortion law. It's the law that would take effect in the state if Roe v. Wade were to be overturned. At the same time, hundreds of Planned Parenthood advocates dressing in pink to rally at the Capitol, calling on legislators to repeal the 172-year-old bill dating back before the Civil War. The law bans abortions in all cases except for pregnancies that threaten a woman's life. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has already had to suspend abortion services after this Saturday and refer patients out of state in anticipation of the loss of Roe v. Wade. Shortly after refusing to debate the law, Governor Evers put out this statement saying, in part, Republicans' refusal to act will have real and severe consequences for all of us and the people we care for most. The White House is looking for ways to give Americans relief at the gas station. The national average for a gallon of regular is $4.96, nearly $2 more than it was a year ago. CBS's Natalie Brand is in Washington with details.
We can do both at the President Biden is asking Congress to give drivers a bit of an off-ramp at the pump this summer.
I'm calling on Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for the next 90 days. through the busy summer season.
The federal gas tax is about 18 cents per gallon, meaning a savings of $2.70 for every 15 gallons if oil companies were to lower prices by that amount.
We got to get around. We got to pay the price.
Drivers say it would be better than nothing.
Every bit helps, but it would be nice if it was more help.
But many lawmakers are already putting up a roadblock, with even Democrats divided.
It's easy to take away a tax. It's hard to put one back on.
Another gimmick, another Band-Aid.
President Biden also wants to see individual states implement their own gas tax holiday. Analysts say that could have a bigger impact on drivers.
States generally charge more than the 18.4-cent federal tax.
Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy cautions the tax holiday could backfire in the long run.
Cutting prices risks Americans increasing consumption, which could eventually cause prices to go up down the road.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell told lawmakers Wednesday that the high energy prices are out of his control.
There's a little, food prices is a bit more mixed, but for oil prices, they're set at the global level.
Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm is meeting with top oil company CEOs on Thursday to urge them to boost domestic production. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Granholm told reporters she wants to ensure that any savings from a federal gas tax holiday would be passed on to consumers, though it faces an uphill battle to get through Congress first. And it is important to remember, local experts say though a state or federal gas tax holiday would decrease cost to the oil industry, there is no guarantee it'll benefit everyday Americans. As it stands, gas companies are under no obligation to pass along those savings at the pump. SSM Health is getting ready to administer COVID vaccines to children 6 months to 4 years old. The healthcare provider received a small shipment of Pfizer vaccines this morning and is working to process distribution plans. They do plan to begin vaccinations over the next few days. The CDC signed off on the vaccines for the youngest children over the weekend. And this was put out today by Public Health Madison and Dane County. They say demand for the vaccine for that age range is so high that all of their pediatric doses were claimed within minutes. They say they're ordering more doses and will add additional appointments soon. And we have an update about the still missing great horned owl that was released from the Oxnard Park Zoo in Baraboo earlier this month. Today, the zoo said it was spotted near the zoo on Monday and appeared to be in good health, though it was not captured. Linda the owl is one of 4 animals that escaped after someone broke into the zoo and cut the locks on their habitats. The 3 other animals were found safe and are back in the zoo's care. Still to come tonight at 10, how a Good Samaritan was able to help bring a police foot chase to an end. But first, celebrating a massive expansion at a local pharmaceutical company. Stay with us.
Save on all appliances and grills during the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance. Shop unbeatable deals like this GE gas range with convection and air fry for just $847, or this LG kitchen with a 29 cubic foot French door fridge for just $29.97. That's not all. Get up to $750 in additional savings exclusively at Grand. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Set yourself free with Spectrum and get it all from one provider. Get Spectrum Internet with enough speed for all your devices all at once with speeds of 200 megabits.
Whoa, that's fast.
Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. And don't get stuck with the same old TV. Multiply your screens. Spectrum TV with a free Spectrum TV app lets you watch here, there, and everywhere. Stream live TV, sports, news, and more on any device. Plus, access up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Get Spectrum TV from $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Pick and choose the services you need. Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each. All with no contracts. Call 833-605-4999.
I'm Tim Michaels. My company was building the Keystone Pipeline, but then Joe Biden canceled it.
afraid to offend liberals. Biden killed hundreds of jobs, sent gas prices way up, making everything more expensive. Only a career politician could make such a mess of things. I'm Tim Michaels. Liberals like Biden and Tony Evers are destroying our economy, and the hardworking people of Wisconsin, they're paying the price. As governor, I'll fight to make sure you keep more of your money, and I don't care who I offend to do it.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
A nonprofit here in the 608 is giving kids with disabilities a chance to experience the thrill of racing.
Tomorrow, Josh Sprider meets up with a young man on the move.
We are gearing up for the weekend, and it could bring a chance of rain. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. A celebratory ribbon-cutting ceremony in Verona today for the expansion project on Millipore Sigma's campus. The $65 million expansion is now a 70,000-square-foot facility, and it will be bringing an additional 50 new jobs in quality engineering, manufacturing, and supply. New tonight, we're learning about 3 more Operation Fly Formula missions that are set to be conducted this weekend. The largest is a truck convoy of Gerber formula coming from Mexico. That alone will bring 1 million pounds of formula into the U.S. The White House also says Bub's formula is coming from Australia and Nestle formula is coming from Germany. Also new tonight, JP Morgan Chase is laying off hundreds of employees this week in response to the spike in mortgage rates that has rocked the housing market. In addition to the layoffs, hundreds of others are being reassigned. The layoffs underscore the wide-reaching impact of the Federal Reserve's shift to inflation-fighting mode. Juul vape pens may soon be pulled from stores in the U.S. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the FDA could order the e-cigarette maker to pull its products. The agency has not formally announced a move yet, but according to the Journal, the order could come as soon as this week. Yellowstone National Park partially reopened today, the first time since historic flooding led to the closure of all 5 entrances last week. The park's southern loop is now open to the public again, with limitations, and the northern loop is expected to reopen within 2 weeks. Well, you may remember about a month ago we introduced you to Panda, a 2-year-old St. Bernard from Monroe County. He and his handler Stacy were getting ready to compete in the Westminster Dog Show. Well, it turns out things are going pretty well so far. The pair won the Best in Breed competition this morning, and this just in about 2 minutes ago. Unfortunately, Panda did not win Best in Show. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our first warn forecast.
Boy, it's pretty nice out there right now. The humidity levels have dropped compared to yesterday, and we'll still see plenty of sunshine the next couple of days. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for sunny and very warm conditions for Thursday and Friday. Won't be too humid, though, so that's the good news. We'll see dew point temperatures still around 60 or a little bit below, but more humidity starts to arrive Friday night into Saturday. That'll lead to some scattered shower and thunderstorm chances. Those should end Saturday evening, and then after a cold front, temperatures will drop back into the mid to upper 70s for Sunday and Monday with plenty of sunshine. Doppler track, quiet across the upper Midwest, no rain across Wisconsin. Over the last 6 days, kind of interesting. You know, we've had some scattered thunderstorms yesterday that kind of rolled on through, but much of the area didn't see any rain. And before that, you have to go back to Wednesday or 7 days ago before you saw any real precipitation. So much of the state has had very little rain, with the exception of the northwestern portion of Wisconsin, about a ½ inch to an inch of rain there, and heavier rain has fallen over parts of northern Minnesota. High temperatures today, mainly in the 80s across Wisconsin, low to mid 80s, a few places hit the upper 80s. Farther to the south and west, temperatures closer to the 90-degree mark, and that's what we'll see for tomorrow and for Friday. Current temperatures are right around 70 through much of the state. Still a little warmer out to the west, the Twin Cities at 80 degrees, but those dew point temperatures yesterday at this time were around 70. Now they're in the upper 50s. The dew points closer to 70, well to our south. So it'll take a couple days for that moisture to work its way back in here. On weather track, the jet stream is flattened out from west to east, although it does become more southwesterly in the southwestern part of the country. So eventually our temperatures will warm up over the next couple of days, and some of that humidity will start to work its way northward, but it'll take a couple of days to get here. So right now we have just a weak cold front out to our east that's just helping to dry out the air. High pressure is located just out to our west. All the moisture is along and mainly south of that front across the southern part of the Midwest. So right now our temperatures 50s in the northern part of the state, 60s to the lower 70s through the rest of southern Wisconsin. Out to the west, more temperatures in the 70s, so a little bit warmer than what we have now. But we'll look for clear skies overnight. Tomorrow those winds become a little more southerly, and as that happens, temperatures will warm back up into the upper 80s. But notice the rain developing across parts of Minnesota, showers and thunderstorms there. It just doesn't make its way eastward because the air is drier here, even though we have southerly winds. The humidity will be higher out to the west across Iowa and Minnesota. And as we get into Friday night and Saturday, notice another batch of thunderstorms moving through the Dakotas into Minnesota and Iowa, and by Saturday morning moving into western Wisconsin. Well, they'll be scattered, not an all-day rain on Saturday, but there could be some heavy downpours. And then following the passage of that cold front, notice those winds shifting to the northwest across western Minnesota. That'll drop our temperatures back into the 70s for the early part of next week. 89 for high tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, but with low humidity, still won't feel too bad. Up to 90 on Friday. Some thunderstorms from Friday night into Saturday. Saturday's high at 83, and then those 70s for Sunday and Monday. We get back up into low to mid 80s for the rest of next week. It'll be almost daily shower and thunderstorm chances. Most of the time it won't be raining, just slight chances for rain. It looks like that trend will continue all the way through the 4th of July Monday.
And still to come tonight, a pretty crazy scene playing out last night during a Wisconsin County Board meeting. We'll show you what led to this when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I don't think it's here for the burger. This summer, prime rib is the star. Bite into the new Primal Angus Stick Burger at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
You heard the Jingle Man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
At Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, the switch is always on. It guarantees the highest average payout percentage in the region. This leads to better odds and more wins than any place else around. Nobody messes with the switch.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
It's Thursday's Daily Deals at Hy-Vee. This Thursday, Fritos or Cheetos, only $1.68. Entenmann's Little Bites, only $1.99. 6 packs of 7-Up products, only 99 cents. And buy one, get one free on Mia Italian Flatbread Pizza. Thursday only. For more ways to save on hundreds of items every day at Hy-Vee, check out our monthly catalog, our weekly ad, and scan the QR code to visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
horrible.
Great. Time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Sir. No, sir. Public comments. Sir. No, sir. No, sir. Comment. Sirs, they're arresting me. Sirs.
Welcome back. This was during the Kenosha County Board meeting last night. Dozens of people showed up as the board was discussing concealed carry licenses for county-owned property. The man who was dragged out was speaking out against the idea and called out some of the board members for accepting campaign donations from the Republican Party. That's when the man was asked to leave and things got heated, as you saw, eventually leading to the man being taken down and arrested. A Texas Police Department is thanking a man who helped an officer during a foot chase on Saturday. It was caught on the officer's body camera. Matt Howerton spoke with the officers involved and the Good Samaritan to get the story.
This is the last thing officers want to be doing in the Texas heat. Over the weekend, 2 cops in White Settlement got in a foot chase with this suspect who took off after the officers tried pulling him over for driving a stolen car.
The license plate was showing to be a stolen vehicle.
But during the chase, one of the officers starts tiring out while the other stays on the suspect's tail. Again, it's hot, and the gear these guys wear, it weighs over 20 pounds.
Sometimes, our cardio, some of us have better cardio than others.
What's up? Yeah. But that's when Jimmy Davis, an ex-security guard, pulls up in this blue sedan.
I said, sir, so would you want to ride? He goes, yeah, man, let me get in.
The Good Samaritan saw the chase happening and offered a ride.
At the right place at the right time to help an officer.
I appreciate it. The officer tells Davis where to go and catches up with fellow cop Samuel Brown, who's just about to get the cuffs on the guy.
And then I see Porter jump out of the car, and it's pretty funny.
Well, I think he said something like taxi services here or something like that. You could probably hear it in the video.
Had to get a taxi, don't mind me. And the story gets better.
Yeah, I was born with one arm.
Officer Brown here only has one arm. He's fresh out of the academy, a new hire, and this was his first foot chase.
Even through, some of the challenges that he's had in life, he's able to still perform in that role.
Just another day on the job. Yeah. With a little help.
I did what I had to do. I would do it again, too, though.
And that was Matt Howerton reporting. The suspect, a 31-year-old man, was arrested and charged with 3 felonies. The stolen vehicle was returned to its rightful owner. Stay with us. We will take a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
With eye care, the medicine you need may cost less than ever before. New in 2022, you pay a $0 copay for all of your Medicare-eligible Part D drugs up to the coverage gap. Then your cost will be the typical extra help copay amount. You'll also receive up to $2,500 in dental benefits and $300 in vision benefits. Call the Eye Care Benefits Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
Made in America. It used to mean something here, but it doesn't seem to mean much to Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for corporations that ship American jobs overseas. Worse, when his corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, Johnson defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin.
Senator Johnson, stop going easy on China and making it tougher on us.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible.
incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sonobello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Add value to your home with 11% off everything at Menards. Atlas shingles offer ultimate protection and will enhance your home's curb appeal. Choose from 18 in-stock styles, all 11% off. Menards has 6 styles of soffit to complete your roofing project. Aluminum soffit is low maintenance, corrosion resistant, sturdy, and installs easily. Soffit panels are available in 12 colors and are all 11% off. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
News 3 Now is proud to sponsor an evening with Gladys Knight, benefiting the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. Join us for one night only, July 16th at the Overture Center. Purchase your tickets at bgcdc.org. Then, make plans to continue the celebration at the annual Boys and Girls Club's White Party with musical guest Drew Hill. Part of the move for BGC 20th anniversary celebration. Get your tickets now and dress in your finest whites for a night of celebration.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, a Florida dog is definitely living up to the adage of being her owner's best friend. Leonard Linton is now a millionaire because of his pregnant dog, Ivy. Linton says he took a different and quicker route home after receiving a call that Ivy was not feeling well. Well, that road led him to a convenience store where he happened to purchase a $10 scratch-off game, and he won $2 million. The $2 million prize. Of course, he claimed his prize with his lucky pup by his side.
Now, wait a minute. He took a different route to get home quicker, but that gave him enough time to stop off at the convenience store.
I know.
Something is not adding up
But you know what? Get that dog a bunch of T-bones now.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Well, tonight, skies are clear across southern Wisconsin. It's very comfortable out there. It might be nice to turn the air conditioning off. Temperatures right now around 70 in Madison, already in the 60s outside of Dane County. Dew point temperatures are in the middle 50s to around 60 degrees. Very comfortable. Look for an overnight low temperature of about 58 by morning. Sunny skies tomorrow. A little warmer. High temperature 89. Humidity levels, though, still pretty low for tomorrow and for Friday with a high of 90. Then we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday as the humidity comes up a bit. And then much of next week looking very nice. 70s Sunday and Monday and 80s for the rest of the week.
A breath of fresh air.
Right.
Thank you, Gary. And thank you for joining us tonight. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.